Hi, my name is Emma Buchanan, and this is my presentation on music and social media. I'm going to be talking about my career path and how I think social media will help me in that. And then I chose an example of a creator who does use social media to in their career. Um, so yeah. So my career path that I'm going to be pursuing is music therapy. And at first, I had a hard time thinking about how I was going to use social media in music therapy, but I had a couple ideas. So first off, if I was going to use social media, everything I would want to do would be to follow a goal or a purpose. In this case, I would want to do what any therapist's goal is to help others improve their thoughts or change um, emotions or behaviors using music as an aid. And so some things I thought of that I could do with that is doing like a everyday self-help tip, like just reminding to eat or to sleep, or giving a tip on what to do if you're feeling anxious, and then maybe adding some like musical background, kind of like a reel or something. Another thing I thought of was posting music on social media or YouTube and creating a playlist, easy access for my patients in cases of emergency. So even outside of therapy, they would be able to use the things we talked about and it would be right there on their phones where they could get it anytime. Another thing that I thought would be cool would be having a positive community, a place for people who are struggling to create music and post and be uplifted and benefited by others who enjoy their music and having that as an outlet for their emotions. And I think that would be really cool. So I looked at a couple artists online, um, but the one that I found that I really liked, that I thought I would kind of copy was two YouTubers called Two Set Violin. So this is two young men, Ed and Eddie, and they are classical composers, and they just do a lot on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram. And even though they're not music therapists per se, I really like the way that they post on social media. So I'm going to talk about that. So this is their YouTube. As you can see, they have 4.5 million subscribers. So they're pretty popular. Some things that I liked about them is their content, their marketing, and their goal setting. As I said before, that I kind of like goals. That's what I would want to do. So I'm going to be talking about those things. So first off, their purpose in posting, they make it very clear as they present and do things that they are very goal oriented. They want to educate the general public about classical music, so they do a lot of myth busting and a lot of critiquing online and talking about what classical composers and just musicians in general do. And they also motivate. Um, this is one of their phrases that they say a lot is go practice. Are always encouraging kids to practice and talking about benefits to practicing and how to practice well. And I think this is my favorite thing about them is that they're very goal oriented, and that's something I would really want to do as I use media in my career. Another thing is not only are they just good people on social media, but they also have quality content. They're good musicians. They play really well and they know what they're doing. Their video editing skills are very good. They post consistently. I think their last video was posted yesterday. They're very good at that, and they post on multiple platforms, like I said before, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. They're constantly reaching out and expanding their horizons with quality content that I personally enjoy. Another thing is marketing, and I know that's kind of like the downside of social media, in my opinion, but again, they're really good at it. Um, as you can see here, they have a link to their merch store on their Instagram page. One of the things that I think they could do better that I would do if I was going to use social media is instead of having a link to my merch page, which is behind that, it's right here. I would also have a link to my YouTube and my Facebook, connecting those more, which they don't do as well. But they also interact with their fans, which I think is really cool. They're constantly commenting and interacting with comments and doing giveaways and just making you feel like you're part of the show. So yeah, those are the three things that I liked about them. And yeah, so those are the things that I would do if I was going to use social media in my career.